clay up, so which means we've got to lift the clay, and to pull it we've got to gather it first from the bottom. So it's a two-step process. Hands always locked together. I create like a V shape like this. So when you tip your hands over at the wrists, your middle finger here of your left hand, because it's the longest, your fingers or your thumb on the outside, whatever feels most comfortable, and you use the tips of your fingers on the outside here because they're your tool, and use the bony bit here because that's your straight edge. This is just a start. Once you get used to hand position, you can kind of go with the flow a little bit more. Right, so I'm going to do it like that. My thumb is just a bit short to do fingers on this one. Right, so if you're doing your thumb on the outside, right hand just support, so you've still got that golden triangle. Pushing at the bottom to gather the clay, a fixed width, slide nice and gently, slowly at the same pace all the way to the top of the bit of clay, and keep coming off the top as if the clay's still there. So that's where, I'll show you, I'll take it up here, I'll show you what the clay is on my fingers. So I'm going to use my fingers on the outside, press in to gather the clay, fixed width, and slide from the bottom to the top. So if I show you where the clay is on my fingers, it's on the tips of these two here and on the bony bit of this middle finger here. If you get your palms involved at this stage, I find you create a lot of friction, and that's what will knock your pot off centre. So always put your hands on and off really slowly, really gently. Any sudden movements will make it go all wobbly. Keep going until you've got a nice, until you've used the maximum, get the maximum height out of the clay that you can get. Even so, this bit of clay was only 140 grams, wasn't it? So you can still get something relatively large, or decent size, out of 150 grams. Nice even thickness. Gently sort the rim out. That P shape, Q shape can be used to just finish off the rim. Get any water out of the middle using a nice dry sponge. Press it down, lift it out. This rib tool here you're going to use to cut off any extra clay at the bottom. You can use it that way up, whatever takes your fancy. I'm going to go in with it this way up because my pot is a little, it's flaring outwards. I'm going to cut the extra off at the bottom. Cut a little divot underneath ready to get it off. And I could leave it like that. So to change shape of your pot, if you're at that